Welcome to the product tutorials on understanding the workflow conditions that are available on a custom or widget timesheet format in Replicon. I'm now logged in into the Replicon instance. In Replicon, on the custom or widget timesheet formats, you can define what the system needs to do with the timesheet in case any of some conditions are fulfilled on the timesheet. These conditions can be related to validations. These conditions can be related to invoicing. All these conditions can lead to some or the other action that the system can take in case for these timesheets. In order to understand these situations or workflow conditions as we call them further, let's move over from the administration tab towards timesheet templates in here. On timesheet template, I'm clicking on add timesheet template. Now you will have two options available here. The first option that you have here will be a choice to make from choosing between the timesheet formats. If you have a choice like this, go ahead and choose the custom timesheet format. In a different scenario, you would already have the timesheet format pre-selected, so you would not have that drop down available, and instead you would have a field called autofill with available here. In such situations, whatever timesheet templates you create, they will by default be the widget timesheet format. Now move down over to workflow conditions that we're going to be discussing today. When I click on workflow conditions, there are 5 conditions that you can apply on your timesheet format. The first one is called Attestation acceptance is required. The attestation widget can be added into the timesheet format from the UI component section, and the attestation is required to be checked or not checked can be decided from this workflow condition. The second thing that you have here is called errors prevent submission. Due to the validation rules on the timesheet format, if there are any errors that are existing within the timesheet, then the system will not allow the timesheet to be submitted. The next workflow condition is called no early submission. In case you do not want your users to submit the timesheet before the timesheet period ends, then you can go ahead and apply this workflow condition, and the users will be able to submit the timesheet either on the last day of the timesheet period or post the last day of the timesheet period in Replicon. Prevent changes to invoiced timesheet. If you're using Replicon's time bill or project module, then you will go ahead and have a section called billing where you can go ahead and invoice the timesheets. Once the timesheets have been invoiced, if you do not want the timesheets to be reopened and edited, then you can select this workflow condition, and the timesheet once invoiced cannot be edited. It would give out an error to you. The last workflow condition that you have here is called warnings prevent submission. In this scenario, you will not be able to submit the timesheet if there are any warnings because of the validation rules that are applied on the timesheet in there. These are the workflow conditions that you can go ahead and apply on the timesheet template. You can apply one or all these workflow conditions as per the requirement. Thank you for watching the video. Did you know that you can now get in touch with Replicon, or you can go ahead and stay updated about the new Replicon features using the Replicon community? In order to access our Replicon community, go over to our Replicon website and click on Customer Zone available on the top right hand corner. On Customer Zone, you would have an option for community, and once on community, you can sign in, post your ideas, put your questions, and raise bugs, or you can go ahead and click on categories that's available on the home page of community. And through categories, you can go over to product updates, where you will see that the new updates are listed out which have been implemented into the Replicon system.